Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. God has given us unlimited treasures in His Word. Every time we open it, we can discover a new treasure or admire an old one. What will we find today? Here's Carla Early with Treasure Hunt in the Word.
Have you ever heard a speaker say, "If you only remember one thing I say tonight, remember this"? It would make you pay a bit more attention, wouldn't it? And if you're taking notes, you'd poise your pen ready to write something memorable, important. It might not be a summary of what the speaker's whole talk was about, but you immediately know this is the one thing that person is trying to teach you, one thing they're passionate about. So in Mark 12, when we read about a scribe asking Jesus, "Of all the commandments, which is the most important?" we sit up in our seats and pay attention, because what we know, but that the scribe didn't realize, was that he was asking God, what's the most important thing you want from us? As important a question as that is to us, it was one that all Jews would want to ask. After all, they had 613 commandments. They obviously couldn't keep all of them. Even though they may have asked Jesus this question just to try to trip him up, it was a valid question they would have honestly wanted to ask the Messiah. And Jesus' answer will be the subject of this week's podcast, because I heard a sermon on it recently, and I just haven't been able to keep away from digging into it. Here's what Jesus said the most important of all of his commandments are, and this is from Mark 12:29 through 31. "The first of all the commandments is this: Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. And you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, and with all your strength. This is the first commandment. And the second is like it. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. There is no other commandment greater than these." This is what the Jews would call the Shema, something they would say by rote every morning and every evening. It's what's written in those little black boxes attached to their forehead or arm. The purpose for this is to remind them of their focus in life. It starts out with, "Hear, O Israel," or it could say, "Pay attention, Carla," or you can insert your own name there. Because one thing I've learned that we really need a reminder to open our eyes and ears and truly pay attention, instead of just going through the motions. Then it says, "The Lord our God," and that's Lord in all caps in the English versions to designate the name Yahweh is used there. Yahweh, the great I am, the Creator, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the one who parted the Red Sea and brought the Israelites victoriously into their land. That God is our God. He claims us, and we claim Him. The Lord, that's Yahweh again, the Lord is one. Now that can mean one as in primary, most important, the focus of everything, and also one as undivided, the one and only. He won't accept second place in our lives. He's the number one, the boss, the king, not us, not our job, and not even our family. Because the Lord is our God, and He's to be primary above all else, how are we to treat Him? We are to love Him with all our heart, all our soul, all our mind, and all our strength. Notice the repetition of the word all. We are to hold nothing back. Every little part of us, or as the King James Version might put it, every whit of our being, is to participate in loving our God. We'll get into the details of that tomorrow, but for now, can you say that every whit of your being loves God? Is your main motivation for everything you do love for God?
You can contact us at treasurehuntintheword@gmail.com. We'd love to hear the treasures God has given you through His Word. You can listen to other episodes on our website, which you can find in the description below. Thank you for listening, and remember, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.